Hello, guys, welcome to my show. My show is called Resilient Dre. Now, welcome to my timeline. This time, we're going to talk about AI. Now, we can talk for hours, days, weeks about AI, but I want to touch something that people are not really commenting, not really focusing, not really putting it out there in the world of YouTube and internet and TikToks and all of that, the news, the media, they just fail. They fail to say this. AI, as you guys know, every 6 months it gets smarter and smarter and smarter, right? The AI IQ grows exponentially. So in, let's say, 2 years, AI is gonna probably be about 1.5 to 2 times smarter than the smartest PhD, doctor, however you wanna call it, man in the world. So if scientists are, let's say, correct about how exponential is AI's growth in the IQ section, we we have clearly have the most amazing tool, gear, software, however you want to call it, ever created in human history. But there is one thing, well, many things that everybody's lacking to say. Everybody's lacking to talk about it. So instead of talking about AI, we can use it to change you. You don't belong in this company anymore. We're gonna make this position AI. No more humans in this company because we're gonna make it all AI and we're gonna save so much money. I mean, that is just the most petty way of using AI. I mean, yes, I just heard a guy, a CEO, saying that you can now create a whole company with 2 people. Everything else is going to be automated. And not only automated, like automatic, is going to be even better than if you have people. So everything that we are using this amazing tool, this the greatest of all tools, which is super smart, is to get rid of people's jobs. I mean, what if you use this amazing brain power that AI have, right? Like, there is acres and acres of data centers throughout the whole world that help AI reason and find the answers and help you and doing all of this stuff. Why are we not creating a better energy source? Why we don't use AI to figure it out? How Nikola Tesla was about to do wireless electricity to everybody around the world. Why we don't do that? Why we don't use AI to do that? And I'm gonna tell you the answer to that one. That one is very easy. Very, very easy. On the late 1800s, Nikola Tesla, right? He was trying to get a loan so he can keep going with his amazing inventions, right? He went to JP Morgan Chase and he sat down with JP Morgan. He told him, look, Mr. Morgan, I'm gonna create a tower that is gonna give energy wirelessly around the world to everybody. It's gonna be beautiful. And JP Morgan saw an entire nightmare sitting in front of him. A nightmare. Basically, he saw somebody with a machine gun, like with a rifle, pointing at him. I'm gonna kill you. That is basically what he saw when he saw Nikola Tesla sitting in front of him, asking him for that loan, and the reason why. It was so bad for JP Morgan, right? That he told all of his friends that Nikola Tesla was a bad guy, he's a bad person, don't even talk to him, don't give him any loans, no monies, no borrowing, nothing. And that is the reason why Nikola Tesla, several years later, he went bankrupt. Now let's understand JP Morgan's reasoning at that time. He was the owner or the biggest investor on the mills to make the light bulbs, right? He was the biggest investor. He was the biggest investor in AT&T. He was the biggest investor, right, of 2 electric companies. He was also the biggest investor of oil companies. He was also the biggest, not the one of the biggest, the biggest investors in creating copper wire. He had the whole system. Basically, it was his inversions. He was invested on everything. The whole process, the whole cycle, the whole system was his. What happened if this guy, this crazy lunatic in front of him, figured out a way to wirelessly give electricity to every single person in this world? It will bankrupt him. It will bankrupt JP Morgan. And I gotta say, Nikola Tesla was a little naive, because why would you go and ask for money to this guy that had basically, monopoly on everything? Like, didn't you see that 50% of his wealth was gonna basically poof, like it's gonna explode because of your invention? You were gonna be the one to basically get it, like make him, or like ruin him. So yeah, Nikola Tesla was probably extremely smart, but not on that department, if you know what I mean. So I think he should have gone other ways about getting that money. Anyways, now you get it. And AI is the same thing. Like, let me tell you some examples, because this is, have you heard on the media how AI is gonna make the perfect car, that it doesn't rust, that the motor goes for 500,000 miles, how the oil that AI is creating goes for 50,000 miles, this multiple synthetic amazing oil that you can only change every 50,000 miles. Have you heard about that? Have you heard about these tires, these new chemically advanced tires that go for 100,000 miles? AI can do this. AI has the brain power to find all the chemistry to create these things. The best engine, the best oil, the best tires, the structure of the car that will never rust. Right? Have you heard that? No, you haven't. Now, well, AI is gonna probably copy this. Anyways, have you heard AI trying to find another way of electricity, another source? Now that we know that probably the pyramids of Giza were used as a power generator of some sort, why don't we use AI to be like, hey AI, can you study that? Because that looks strange. Like, no pharaoh was even buried in there. Like, what they were using it for? It was a generator. It was a generator. Now that we see the coils going all the way down to to the water, to the aquifers, and the resonance of the aquifers going up, hitting the quartz and creating something called P0 energy, it's obvious that the freaking pyramid was a source of electricity, of energy. Why don't we use that crazy amount of brain power that AI have to maybe try to imitate, try to see how we can do the same? Have you heard that on the media? Have you heard that? I mean, I am not a genius. I'm not that, crazy smart. But I see these things. Why don't we come up with a freaking pair of jeans that won't rip for 2 years? A pair of jeans that you can wear for 2 freaking years and they will be perfect. Why can't we come up with that? Now, there are people, but there are people, but they kind of like push him to the side. I heard this guy that is trying to create an illuminescence tree. Like, he wants to give the trees or the plants, whatever, light. Like, they want this tree to illuminate the parks and the streets. Instead of putting ugly light poles, imagine if the trees illuminate your streets, your parks. It will be amazing if that will be created. Like, I know he is playing a little bit with the genetics of some trees to create luminescent tree. I will be the first one to fly to that freaking place to see those freaking trees. I will be amazed. Imagine a park, freaking after sunset, illuminates, the whole thing is illuminated with trees. Amazing. But you don't hear that. The media, you don't hear that. You don't hear nothing. The brain power that we have are being used for investors. Greed. That delicious greed of the investors. My company can work much better. I'm gonna be saving so much money laying off 5,000 people. Look this, $500,000 I am saving every single month by laying down all these 5,000 people. There you go. The power of AI used the wrong way. Just like JP Morgan over 100 years ago. He saw it. JP Morgan had the power right in front of him. Nikola Tesla. And he didn't use it. He was greedy. At that very second that he was sitting in front of this genius, he was greedy. He was, man, he could take more than half of my fortune. Like, poof, gone. If this guy comes with that awesome advancement in technology. And this is exactly what we're using right now. Companies like Intel, like Microsoft, laying off thousands of people. And why? Because we don't need you anymore. You are gonna be swapped with AI. And you know what? Some companies are sneaky, because I used to work on big corporations, right? For 15, 16 years. I know how it works. So sometimes, right? Actually, more times than less times, they are not doing great. They are not. They are not doing good sales. The budgets and the quarters lower, going down and down and down on the chart. Not doing great, right? But you know what's happening? Hey, we have to do something, for the investors, what can we do? Can we just say like, we are implementing AI? Yes, we're implementing AI. We're gonna fire 10,000 people. Yes, with that we're gonna save some money and we're gonna look great. We're gonna look like we are implementing AI, and we are also putting the AI, taking all of 10,000 people, right? It's a win-win. We are smart because we're using AI, which they are not using AI. They are just calling it that they are using AI. And then get rid of all of those like millions of savings, right? And then when they are done with those millions of savings and they are running the freaking company to the ground bare bones because they don't even know how to implement AI right. And then investors. Everything is because of the investors. The first algorithm. You know that AI, I personally think, and fact check me, I think the first AI, I think it was on the late 90s, and these algorithms, they were working, trying to get the best positions, in and out, in and out, in and out, trends, put the money, follow the trend, take the money, trends down, put the money, follow the trend. The stock market, that was the first AI. For whom? The investors. Greed. Greed to the finest. And now we're doing the same thing. But hopefully, we're gonna have, because they are putting AI, ChatGPT, Grok, all of these very strong, very powerful AIs into the hands of people. Hopefully, we're gonna have a couple of, multi-millionaire, hopefully billionaires, that they're like gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna create a car that goes for 500,000 miles. I'm gonna be a freak. And yes, I know, I get it. I know why they are not doing it, because you're basically shooting yourself on the foot. People are not gonna buy another car in like freaking 25 years. Like, I get it. But isn't that what AI should be like, or should be for? Right? Every single car, as you know, I know, good, reliable, heavy duty cars, every single car after 2020, you know what I mean? It's garbage. It's garbage. Like, the amount of plastic and crap that they have been putting on the cars is just horrible. So why don't somebody with a little bit of cheese get that beautiful gear that we call AI and make awesome things for the people? You will be loved. If you do that, investor, if you're not that greedy, you will be the most loved person in the world. Why don't you use AI to create a better lithium? If you're into electric cars, why don't you use AI to create a freaking lithium battery that can charge more cycles, right? Because that's the main problem. After 10 years, your battery's done and you have to change it. Like 30-40% of your battery is probably gone. Tesla is a little better than the other ones, but if you get a Hyundai, an electric Hyundai, and put the Tesla and the Hyundai at the same, let's say, years of use, the Hyundai one takes out like 30% of what it used to be is gone. Tesla, I believe, is like more than 20. It's like 20%. It's a little better. They have like adjusted things just to get ahead of everybody. But why don't we use AI so we can have the perfect chemistry to create the lithium battery that you can use the battery for 30 years? Why don't we use AI? The most amazing IQ, artificial intelligence ever to do that. Why don't we use AI to create a car that doesn't rust, or paint that doesn't fade, or, like I said, jeans that don't basically break and rip, and better things, instead of just making things that are like horrible with the quality, like horrible quality. Just make things better. We have the power. In 2 years, AI is gonna reach an IQ never seen by humankind before. Let's ask this freaking AI super duper genius thing to make things better for the people. For the people. Just brainstorming. Oh, by the way, everything that I say in this show is just fantasy. I don't want to get in trouble. Just brainstorming, giving ideas out there. I want to just, it's fantasy. Everything that comes out in this is fantasy. I just want to give you that fantasy idea. Brainstorming. Please subscribe. I'm gonna try really hard to make as many videos as I can a week, a month, a year. I'm also trying to do this experiment with YouTube. See how soon I can get myself monetized. This is video 1. Let's try tomorrow another one. What would you like me to talk about? I have a lot of general knowledge of a lot of things. Try me. I can help you out. I can help you brainstorm something interesting. Please subscribe, like, and I will see you tomorrow.